folks, welcome back. Sandamtod here. I went out to Lee Summit to go to my bank, so I stopped by Vintage Stock. Last couple times I've been out there, they haven't had anything that appealed to me, and I walked out basically empty-handed. They're kind of a hit and miss. They don't carry as much Nintendo stuff. The Blue Spring store usually has a ton of Nintendo stuff, you know, old 8-bit and things like that. So anyway, went out to the Lee Summit store. But it seems like when I find things at the Lee Summit store, it's like really kind of a diamond in the rough, you know. It's like I found that keyboard, Dreamcast keyboard in box for $5, and I found that NES Max that was still sealed, and those box games. You know, it seems like when I find stuff there, it's really cool stuff. But oh yeah, I found that Atari 2600, that Halloween and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre games there for $2 a piece, and that blew my shit because I was like, I never thought I'd find those after watching the Angry Video Game Nerd Halloween special that one year. So that was really cool finding those, I remember. So anyway, went out there with no real expectations of anything, but since I hadn't been to the Vintage Stock in a while, I step in there, and I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's like I haven't been able to shop for anything, you know, for a couple of weeks, and I just hadn't been in there, so I didn't go crazy. I mean, I went in there with the idea that I was going to spend $20 or less, and I would have succeeded at that, except for one thing, and we'll get to it. But first off, I started looking at the Genesis games, and everybody kind of digs the Disney games and stuff, and I trying to think if I even have any over there. Today, I don't think I had any of them, but I did want to pick up Aladdin in boxes. I've always heard that Aladdin was really cool. But I saw this one and I couldn't pass it up because it was complete and looked in real good shape. I picked up Hawaiian King. It was $3.99. It still has the tab on it, and it looks in really good shape. The book's not creased anywhere, and the top edge is just maybe slightly rolled, but that's it. And the cartridge looks nice. Good label. So I grabbed this, and I was like, well, I'm going to get it because it's in good shape, and I've heard decent things about the Disney game, so I was like, sounds good. But this wasn't one I didn't expect to pick up, and you guys might wonder why I did, or why I wouldn't have already had it. And the thing is, I did have it, but I went ahead and picked up Sonic the Hedgehog for $3. The reason why I did is because this was a retail copy. This isn't one that says not for resale on it. That's what I already had, was one of those. And I didn't even have the instructions, and it's in pretty poor shape. I'm going to show it here in a second, but they had this copy. The tab is gone, but it's complete, and the label is really sharp on it. So I don't think this one got very much play, and it's a retail. That's what I'm saying. It's a retail version. It doesn't say not for resale on the cart. And this was my original one that I had, and the whole bottom of this has gotten waterlogged or something at one point. But you can see this is not for resale right there. And actually on the game itself, the label's even like discolored, and it says not for resale. So I decided to pick up a good-looking copy of Sonic the Hedgehog because I felt bad that I'd neglected him for so long. So for $3, so that was $7. I was happy with this, and I started looking around, and I was looking through the Nintendo games, and I hadn't been out there in a while, and I had finally gotten a hold of a copy of the No Clip collection, and I would look through it, and I knew some of them that I had, and I had marked off some of them that I had and that I didn't have, and I was looking through there, and I came across this, and I already did have a copy of it, but I picked up a better copy of it, and that is a Double Dribble. And it's a no-clip one. But my no-clip copy had a little bitty chip or you know, slight little thing right there on the front of the label. And this label looks great, so I paid $3. I was like, I will. And then I was hold on, my mom's yelling for me. Folks, take two. I'm gonna pick up from the middle. It's a game called Family Fitness Athletic World. Family Fun Fitness. And it says used exclusively with the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Family Fun Fitness control mat. Don't know what the control mat is. Even if I did, my fat ass probably ain't running on it. But it's one of the no clips that's on the list, and it was only $1.99. Some of the screws were missing out of the back of it, though, if you can believe that. So, with that in mind, I decided to pick up, just a random copy of something that I could pull screws out of, and maybe, get one with a decent back to replace one that had a crappier back. And when I went back there, I started looking around, and I found a no-clip copy of another game that I already had, but I told you when I was going through my list that it had somebody's name written on the back of it. I picked up another copy of Volleyball because it was only $1.99. This one's dirty, but it doesn't have any marker on it anywhere. So I took the screws out of the other one, the other copy of Volleyball, and put them in this one. I probably could have went and bought little screws, but I just didn't feel like screwing with it at the time. So that's another one off the list anyway. And then this one is the one that put me over the budget. And it put me over the budget because I couldn't freaking believe that it was there. I walked up to the counter where they have the glass case where they keep the games that are a little more hard to get a hold of, or the ones that they want to charge, we'll say over $10. So I went up and I was looking through the case. I was wondering if maybe I could find a copy of Mario Brothers. I've been looking for a no clip. I've seen clip copies that I could have picked up just to have the game, but I keep saying no, I'm going to wait on that. And I got up to the counter and I'm looking, and I couldn't believe it. And the reason why is because I was looking and I thought that I saw this one that was no clip, and I was like, I can't believe it. I'll ask the guy to get it out of the counter. Wait, a bunch of people are trading shit in. I'm waiting, trying to look at it, trying to see. And I'm pretty sure it's no clip, and I'm like, And this one guy came out of the back that I recognized, and I was like, hey, buddy, come over here. I was like, can I see that copy of that? And he pulls it out, and he's like, it looks in pretty good shape. I was like, it looks in damn good shape. And not only that, it was a no clip, and I might be the luckiest bastard to stumble across it, but I stumbled across Zelda Adventures. Zelda. Remember I was talking about how hard this cart was to get a hold of? No clip. I'll turn the... There we go. No clips. I can't fucking believe I found this game. I know it's $13, but if they are pretty rare, like 1 in 100, walking in that store last night and finding this one was too much. And so this one put me over my budget by about $7 or $8. I think I spent $28 in there, but it was worth it, and I can't believe it. So I'm going to sign off because I'm just babbling to myself because I'm an idiot, and I can't believe I found something so cool. So that added 2 more no clips to the list. I believe the list had 77 on it. I had a tally of 42 of them, if you can believe that. I just added 2 more, so that's 44 of the 77 that I have no clips, which is pretty good. But it seems like the ones I don't have, I'm not finding them. The ones that I don't have are because they're hard for me to find. They're not around here, so might have to beg, borrow, or steal with some people. So we're doing all right, though. So signing off. Thanks for joining me, and talk to you next time. Okay?